Are you asleep there, Sue?
Nope, wide awake, Fred.
Why is it some blind people keep their eyes closed? Is it a muscle thing?
Well, I just like looking at the back of my eyelids, They're the only things I can see as well as anyone else.
Oh, you're funny.
I'm just trying to improve my mood, Fred.
What's troubling you, Sue?
I got cash flow problems.
Money's tight, huh? I've been there. Oh, yeah, I've been there.
Oh, yeah? What did you do?
Drank too much.
No, I meant what did you do after money got tight?
Same, I just kept drinking.
Did it help, Fred?
Drinking helps, definitely.
Why did you start drinking?
Well, I fell in love with the checkout girl at the liquor store.
And that prompted you to become an alcoholic?
Well, I really liked her, Sue. I had to have a reason to drop in every few days.
Oh, good Lord, Fred, you couldn't just drop in and say hello to her?
Well, I didn't want to appear. I just came to see her.
Well, why not? You liked her.
Sure, Sue, but I didn't want to spoil it. Hope is a risky thing to try to cash in on.
So you became an alcoholic? I feel like you could have gone a little less extreme. Why couldn't you have bought peanuts or something?
I could, but I didn't want to look cheap,
Well, how did that work out for you?
Yeah, sure. Hindsight is 20/20. No offense there, Sue.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing.
Gosh, Fred, men can be so stupid. You could have at least poured the liquor down the sink when you got home.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that at the time. I should have.
Well, what do you mean?
Pouring it down the drain. I figured it'd harm the septic tank.
Are you telling me you started drinking and became an alcoholic because you didn't know how septic tanks work?
Well, that's not entirely accurate, Sue. I couldn't waste it. My mom taught me that when I was a little kid.
She did?
She did. She'd say, think of all the,
All the hungry kids in Africa?
Africa? No, I don't think my mom ever thought about Africa.
So what did she say?
About what?
Well, she said, think of all the...
Oh, right, about drinking. She'd say, think of all the things you won't have to think about when you pass out.
Gosh, Fred, that's depressing.
I suppose it is, but nothing a bottle of booze can't cure. And let me just say, this was top-shelf whiskey, Sue. Besides, it got a lot easier to drink over time. A lot easier.
Why do they say top shelf?
Because it's high quality. Expensive.
Okay, so why not just call it expensive whiskey?
Well, it's not expensive to those who can afford it.
But you couldn't afford it.
Sure, but this girl didn't know that.
Okay, then just call it high quality. Then you have the freedom to put it on any shelf you want to.
Well, the top shelf whiskey I'd buy at the shop was always on the middle shelf. That's why I got it. It was easy reach.
You just proved my point there, Fred.
I beg to differ, Sue. I just disproved it. Top shelf can be put on the middle shelf.
Then how do you know it's top shelf if it's on the middle shelf?
Well, she told me the first time I checked out. She said, wow, this is top shelf. And I told her she was mistaken. It was next to the top in the last aisle. I pointed to it, and she laughed, told me I was cute.
Oh, Lord. She told you you're cute, and that's all it took.
Yep, after that I was smitten. And a drunk.
And now you live in a tree. It's too bad you didn't fall in love with your barber.
Hank?
No, Fred. I mean any barber. You'd have to wait months between visits.
That's true. Plus, most barbers don't sell whiskey.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you finally end up getting off the sauce?
Oh, I didn't. I still like a drink.
Fred, you're not drinking now, are you?
Certainly not, Sue. I don't drink and drive. I don't even have a car.
Oh, okay, relax.
Well, your question really hurts, Sue. I could have chosen to live in a car, but I don't, do I? I live in a tree. You can't drive a tree, Sue.
Okay, you're right.
Well, thank you. I'm sorry I yelled. I could really use a drink right now.
What was the girl's name?
Her name is Alicia.
Oh, that's a pretty name. Did you ever tell her your feelings?
Yeah, I did, accidentally. She moonlighted as a bartender at a joint I used to go to. It was usually Buddy behind the bar. Buddy was a good listener, so I got used to opening up there, and I told her I was in love with the girl at the liquor store.
Wait, you didn't recognize her?
Well, I must have recognized her. It was probably seeing her that made me want to talk about her in that moment.
So you wanted to talk to her about her?
No, of course not. I thought I was talking to Buddy.
Oh, Fred, you must have been really drunk. What did she say?
And she said she wasn't Buddy, so I asked her to tell Buddy for me, that I'd appreciate his advice on the matter.
And then it dawned on you.
What dawned on me?
That you were talking to her.
Oh, no, Buddy told me later. She kept her promise and related my story to him.
Well, that was considerate of her.
Well, I thought so, too.
So what advice did Buddy give you?
Buddy recommended a new liquor shop and also a new bar.
What happened to Alicia, Fred?
Why do you think something happened to her?
Something happens to everyone, Fred. Sometimes good things. Statistically speaking, I mean. If you look at the aggregate. Not you and me.
Well, I'm a terrible therapist, Sue.
You do need a drink. You never kept up with her, Alicia?
She games on Twitch.
I don't know what that means.
She plays video games online and people watch her play.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't really get it either.
But you watch her?
All the time.
From your tree, while you drink.
Well, there's no sink, Sue.
Oh, Fred.